we interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
Warning. The following program contains explicit language and mature content. It is not meant for the easily offended. So if you are an emotional pussy, please refrain from listening. Thank you and enjoy.
Back again, the Words on Fire podcast. Had a trouble turning on the microphone there. Shit, your boy Cujo, my man Jules. As always, don't forget, subscribe, like, hit that thumbs notification, subscribe on YouTube, all that good stuff. It costs you nothing. It costs you nothing. It helps spread the word of what we got going on. The crazy thoughts that we got going on in our heads. Another week passed. Now we're at 174 now, 175, something like that.
Oh, that's how many shows we got?
Yeah.
All right.
Next week we got a special Valentine's Day show coming up. So if you've seen our previous Valentine's Day specials or any of our other specials, which is usually New Year's, any holiday special, basically. You kind of what we got coming in store. Should be
some drinking involved.
heavily alcoholics, and I got a little trick up my sleeve. See if it works or whatnot. Certain products we want to try out.
I'm kind of like I hope it works, but at the same time I hope it doesn't work.
Why?
Because what do I do? I mean.
I guess we're like the fucking guinea pigs for like all the Instagram and fucking Facebook things that come out. And then the worst part is we're not getting no money on it. Nobody's fucking giving it to us for free. We're out here trying it like idiots. It's fucking hilarious.
And then if it works, it's like, what do we do? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you guys want to see what we're talking about, tune in next week for sure because it's gonna be a doozy. It's gonna be a doozy. So this week, if anybody who knows me knows I'm a huge Kansas City Chiefs fan.
Oh my god!
And as we have seen, and I'm watching the replay right now, actually here with Jules to torture him since he's a Raiders fan.
Yeah, I know.
I'm a huge component of lover of football, but
it's all right.
Got some questions for you that's been coming up. Also, I'm a huge component of lover of conspiracy theories.
Oh yeah. I know that for a fact.
And now, one of the newest conspiracy theories that actually are gaining a lot of traction lately is that the NFL is rigged. Now,
oh my!
What do you think, Jules, based upon just hearing that statement that the NFL games are rigged? True or false?
I think some of them probably are. I mean, if there's a lot of money on it and there's a referee involved or something. I mean, I can see how it can be.
Okay, so now would they be rigged by the fact that the actual NFL themselves are trying to set up, I'd rather have this team rather than that team? Or do you think it's more rigged by the fact that a ref has it's either a ref or a reffing not community, but a reffing crew has ill effects towards a certain or ill bias towards a certain team?
I'm tend to lean towards the reffing the game, the judging of the game, or calling the fouls or the offsides. I could believe that. Or a player maybe doing the baseball thing where they bet on a certain like the over under, and I could see that happening. But where the NFL wants a certain team per se, like a Brady, Patriots, or I don't know. I don't. I'd have to see some evidence on that.
Okay. So, and again, I know anybody who is a fan of the sport of football. These last few years have been a lot more talk about the refs than it would be about the actual players, right? One of the things a lot of people are talking about is, I have a good friend, a huge Kansas City fan. You know who he is.
Okay.
He's a huge Kansas City fan.
Poor dude.
And he was telling me, he's like, bro, before the game started, he goes, since the Eagles won, it's almost guaranteed that Kansas City's going to go. I was like, okay. And he was saying, for the fact that there's this huge storyline that, anytime any game is being played, you have to have something more than just the game. That, the fact that it's a Super Bowl and it's a huge fucking game and a lot of money one way or the other. They said, so now you have the storyline of Coach Andy Reid, who used to coach in Philadelphia, and now he's going to coach against his old team in the fucking Super Bowl. Now you have the first two ever black quarterbacks going to go up against each other in prime time in a huge Super Bowl. Then you have the fact that you have the Kelsey brothers, first brothers ever to play either on a team against or on the same team. This time they're going to be against each other. With Kelsey being the tight end for the Kansas City Chiefs and his brother Jason being the center for Philly. He says, look, if you look at just the storylines, that is the best fucking bang for your buck that you could get, because now you could exploit not just the game, but you have all these other storylines like WWE has.
You know what? I don't know, man. I mean, I don't know a lot about I've stayed out of football for many years. I like watching the major games, the Super Bowls, and they don't even have Pro Bowl no more, right?
But
it's
it doesn't count. It's this first year they're doing flag, which is
okay.
utterly
Yeah, they
ridiculous.
should just get away with that.
Yes.
I mean, get away from all that. That's just a waste of time. But I think it's a coincidence. I mean, okay, first two black quarterbacks, right? That's great for the game, absolutely.
Yes.
But I don't believe that it's that they made one team win so you could have two black quarterbacks. There's a lot of black quarterbacks now, and they're the top quarterbacks.
Right.
So I don't believe that. And then as far as the brothers are concerned, what's their last name?
Kelsey.
Yeah, them.
Yeah.
I think it's coincidence, man. I don't believe that they made one team.
Right.
Because, I mean, that's taken away from your quarterback,
Right.
Mahomes. That
Right.
dude played hurt, and he played a good game still. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he played on one leg.
Maybe he was playing it up. Maybe, you know what I'm saying? Like lipping off the field. I could believe that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where Jordan had that the flu game where he was going to pass out.
You see, I could see a flu game, but when you have a high ankle sprain, dude, you need like 3 weeks, depending on how bad it is. I think it's like a minimum of 3 to 6 weeks to recover.
Yeah, bro. But they inject them with all kinds of shit.
Yeah, but even with that.
No.
So, for example, watch the kicker right now for the Chiefs, right? His name is Butker. The first game of the year he played at the first game of the year is actually at Arizona. I think the second kick he planted his foot wrong, and he rolled his ankle, got a high ankle sprain, out for 6 weeks.
Okay.
Automatically. That's regardless.
College though.
No, this dude right here.
No.
That dude right there.
No, but he was playing for who?
For the Chiefs. This first game of this year. Year.
Okay.
He was out for the first 6 weeks because of that high ankle sprain.
Okay.
Because different people react differently. Like I think, for example, for this dude, his ankle got completely swollen up.
And he's a kicker, though.
Yeah. So he needs a plant.
Toughness.
Right. So he needs a plant on that foot to kick, right? It wasn't his kicking foot. Now, Mahomes has the same thing because he's got a plant on that back foot to put power to fucking power his throws. And he's running around a lot. So at first, the adrenaline will,
when you inject adrenaline.
Yeah, but then once your body starts cooling down, the body just...
Yeah, starts stiffening up and all that.
Yeah, you'll start to feel it.
But do you see the amazing passes this dude does, Mahomes, as much as I hate to admit that, but like...
Yeah, he does some crazy
just amazing,
shit.
man.
He does some, street ball shit.
Yeah, unorthodox shit. So
But
I think he'll get it done.
Okay, but that's going off the topic. So, do you remember a former player by the name of Arian Foster?
Arian Foster.
He used to be a running back. He was with the Texans, and he...
I only know Aryan Brotherhood, probably, but no Arian.
So this dude, Arian Foster, he He was a running back with the Texans, then went with the Dolphins, and then he ended up getting he got a really bad injury where he was done for the career was done. Because running backs the lifespan of an actual football player, you're looking at about 3 to maybe 5 years. Because of the beating your body takes.
Absolutely.
Well, he came out the other day and said, "You know what? Everything is scripted." He's like, wait a minute, and he was like, so this dude now. He's always had a run, not a run-in, but there's always been questions about things that he says because he always says some off-the-wall shit.
Mm-hmm.
So he came out and he says, you know what? Every game is scripted, so we know what's going to happen.
He's one of those QAnon dudes or what?
One of the what?
Those QAnons?
No, I mean, he's
a conspiracy guy. I don't know what they call him now.
No, he just came out and was like, look, just to let you know, they're also, all right, so you mean to tell me that everything goes, yeah, so the whole week of practice is basically we're going over what's going to happen in the game. Exactly.
Oh, so it's just a dry run. Yeah, it's like a rehearsal.
It's like the WWE.
It's a rehearsal.
Yeah.
Quinceañera practice.
Yeah, so the whole week we're going by and we're actually doing dry runs of the game of what's going to happen, who's going to get what penalty, who's going to miss what plays everybody's going to know what we're doing so that everybody's on the same fucking page.
So this guy is the first guy ever to blow the whistle on that.
As far as a player, I think he's the first one to come out and say it. Ever since everybody started doing like YouTube videos and podcasts and stuff, there's always been that whole, well, if you look at this, you could tell it's definitely fixed, right? But this is the first time a player's actually came out and said some shit to the fact that, you know what, this shit is fucking rigged. All right. So with the fact that this dude has a spotted background, do you take anything from that? From him actually saying that?
I mean, he's a player, right?
Right.
So if someone would know, it'd be a player, right? I mean, I think like some games were probably fixed. I don't think all games are fixed. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like, but if he has a spotted background, I would tend to lean towards not believing him.
So do you think it's not? So he was saying it's more to the effect that it's scripted like the WWE, so everybody knows who's winning already ahead because of whatever.
They already have the shirts printed and
right.
Yeah, the hats and all that. Okay.
But that in any sport, they've always had the shirts printed for both teams in case of whoever wins. And they've always said, like the losing team, you always send this shit to like some third world country. Where nobody even knows what the sport is, but because they're in need of clothes, they'll fucking just throw them out there so they don't, go to waste or whatever.
Yeah.
And, so they've been printed, so you'll have people like whenever the Bills went to the Super Bowl against, the Cowboys or whatever, and they had Super Bowl champion Bills shirts printed, since they lost.
I've seen those.
All that shit's been sent over there because they're already printed, and they take
so they print both. Of them.
Yeah. So they take a W for kind of like income tax purposes of the game lost. You know what I'm saying? Charity work or whatever. But it's been kind of the talk lately of that controversy for when a fucking player actually came out and said it. But then I start to sit and think. I've been hearing other players talking, and they're like, dude, the amount of people that would have to be involved in rigging a fucking game, or not only a game, but all the games, and the amount of money. Yeah, and for it not to leak. You know what I'm saying? For it to never have leaked.
And some kind of documents, maybe some contracts, because you're talking about some big money there, right?
Yeah, and then when you start looking at, so what rules the world? Money.
Yeah.
So right now, I think there's like 7 or 17 states that gambling is legal, right? You mean to tell me that these dudes, knowing that they could have a cash cow or they could really, really benefit from controlling the market in that way, they're going to take care of it now instead of waiting, because they're trying to get all the other states to come in and legalize the gambling so everybody could get, a piece of the profit. And people start looking, and they start saying, well, if you look at the actual license that the NFL works under, they're not under an actual sport license or an actual, they're not held under that as far as tax purposes. As tax purposes go, they're actually under a license that says that it's sports entertainment.
Well,
so going back to the amount of people that would have to be in on it, not only just the refs, because even if it's the refs alone, right? I think for every officiating crew, you're looking at 8 to 10 refs on the field at a time. Put that total of 16 games.
Yeah, that's kind of hard to believe, man.
Yeah, you're talking about hundreds of almost $20-30 million a year.
Because you start fucking with people's legacy, because if it was controlled, I mean, you'd have Cowboys featuring someone every year,
right?
You'd have those
America's
guys,
team,
supposedly, quote unquote,
right?
Which is bullshit. But anyways, and then you have like a Dan Marino, almost coulda, shoulda, woulda, the best quarterback that never won a Super Bowl is what pretty much what he's known for,
right?
And that kind of sucks, you know what I'm saying? And then they build up a Joe Montana, which was a badass, right?
Yeah.
And they make him the hero. I mean, that destroys, Dan Marino's legacy. And I think I would be pretty pissed off if that was happening. I would definitely think he would say something.
Now, do you think the fact that they paid you millions and millions of dollars would be enough to just shut you?
Is there like these undisclosure or disclosure forms or whatever contract?
I mean, if you were to be smart, you would do one of those, right? Or if you say anything, that's your ass.
I mean, has one surfaced online since?
Nah, not that I've known.
I mean, they're finding all these documents in people's garages, top secret shit.
No, that's only that's only the top. That's only the top retards.
No, we're talking about real shit, real top secret football games.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know, man. That's kind of hard for me to believe, but I do believe there were some games fixed, just like in baseball. Boxing. I mean, just
boxing. Well, boxing's always been.
It's always had that because of the ties, the mafia. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because Don King had the mob ties, and
yeah,
there's always been those ties.
Cassius Clay hitting. Well, he was Cassius then, Muhammad Ali. When he hit, what was his name? The Phantom Punch or whatever, and that guy's never been knocked out, and and they were telling him he needed to go down at that. I mean, I believe that because it's a dirty game, but I don't believe that in football. I don't know. I mean,
yeah, because it, and like I said, I'm a huge. I mean, hell, I help coach a squad right now for kids 10 years old, or actually 12 and under. And the actual sport itself, dude, I when you look at certain calls, and everything goes back to, well, the ref missed his call, the ref missed that. And I think at the end of the day, we're not so much that it's not so much that it's scripted, and it's not so much that it's I don't think that it is actually fixed, because like you said, the number of people that have to be fucking involved.
Yeah, and there's only a certain amount of calls you could challenge, right?
Right.
And then before it starts messing up with your timeouts.
Yeah, and then you think about it, there, like I said, the number of people that have to be involved, not only like as far as for in the NFL wise, as far as for the refs wise, think about the fucking players. After the players are done, especially if you've had, say like you've had like Antonio Brown, if anybody would say some outlandish shit, you'd expect it from him, right? Because he's like, you know what, fuck everybody, it's all about me, or because he's felt like he's been fucked over, which I'm sure there's several players that have been fucked over for whatever reason, right?
Yeah, all the concussions and all that stuff.
And none of those guys had said shit.
Fucking Ocho Cinco, that dude talks nonstop. You know what I'm saying?
You see, and going back to the point is, I don't think it's so much that it's been fixed. I just think since everybody keeps on pointing to the actual problem, but nobody admits it, the officiating has just been so shitty in any game these last few years.
You don't think it's been shitty the whole time, though? I mean, because it's in real time, you know?
Yeah, but so I want to say in 2015, when they redid the contract for the NFL, for the players union and all that shit, I want to say the refs used to be full-time employees. They used to be full-time employees for the NFL. Since that 15, or is it 16, one of those 2 years, since those days they're only part-time employees. Okay. So they're only around when the season starts up, or like the spring games or whatever.
They're not full time.
Yeah,
they don't not
so
year round.
Ever since that has happened, that's when you've seen these kind of outrageous fucking missed calls, or whatever.
I think now is because of our technology. That, when you see the offside, because they do those digital lines, like the blue line or whatever. Mm-hmm. You could see it more than before. You know what I'm saying?
And
so
it's
now,
all about camera angles.
Yeah,
and all that.
yeah. I think they've always been fucked up.
Yeah,
it's just you could see it now.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like right now, they have that blue line that should not be there.
Yeah, but that's only for the TV viewer. But then
but I'm saying.
But then also when you see a different angle, that picture looks different. Or that actual line is different.
Exactly, but they have it on the monitors too, upstairs,
outside.
And that's why they could challenge those calls. Like, they'll before it'd be like, "Do you want to challenge?" I don't know, man.
Right
now, it's like, no, fuck that. He was not on the blue line, or
whatever
it is.
But I think so. When it comes to challenging the guys upstairs, or you have one of the coaches upstairs who's like in charge of, hey, go for it or don't go for it.
Yeah,
they don't have access to that blue line. For them, they get just a standard television view. And
then for some people to call other plays, like there's where a quarterback calls his own plays, and now they have like an offensive coordinator calling the plays. Doesn't it depends?
It depends on the team.
It depends on the team.
Yeah,
I'm just saying. I'm going back to what you say that. There's got to be a lot of people involved.
There's
in this shit.
Everybody, so many involved. Everybody, and just to hear from one dude.
Yeah, I don't think so, man.
Yeah. And then like other NFL players have been chipping in, like on Twitter or whatever. This dude's it's on Bleacher Report if you want to check it out. Like some dude was like, "Yeah, it was scripted for me to get fucking canned 5 times in training camp for 5 straight years and not have a fucking job."
Exactly.
Like, that's how scripted it is.
Yeah.
So it could be just somebody hater being hating.
It could, and like I said, there's probably was a game fix or 2 or 3.
Yeah, but I
don't know.
Yeah, but to say the
whole
thing,
season,
I find that hard to believe.
Yeah, I don't think so, man. I think it takes away from a lot of people's talent.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I mean, dude, these guys are. But then again, so another thing. So when you start talking about that, you start talking again conspiracy theories. When you start saying, back in the day, in the Roman Empire. And we had the gladiators. The gladiators, which is basically what these fucking football players are, right? Because every tackle is like a fucking car wreck, right? Because you're going 60 miles per hour,
Absolutely.
You're running 15 miles an hour and fucking bodies are flying and you're getting hit in places.
But they're not leather helmets anymore.
No, they're not leather, which makes it, I think, even harder on the body when you get hit square with a fucking plastic helmet.
Yeah,
when it's like 3 degrees. That shit's going to fucking hurt, right?
Fuck yeah.
So back in the day, you had the gladiators. The gladiator games were actually invented to keep people busy with what's really going on, so they don't see the shit that the actual politicians and everybody else are doing.
Like they're all hyped up, but and then there's a beheading in halftime.
Yeah.
Well, they kind of still do that over there in the Middle East, but
right.
Yeah,
but then a lot of your conspiracy theorists will go back to that. Says, well, this is what they have you because people are more pissed about. Oh, did you see they blew a call on holding, blah, 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 or the refs did this for the game instead of what's really going on in the world with all the crazy shit going down. Or
yeah, but all the real shit they don't really put on the news.
Oh, no, you can't.
Or they downplay it.
No, you only put the shit that makes everybody look like and feel like shit.
Yeah, it depends what news you're looking at, and, they'll twist it a certain way.
Absolutely.
So
let me ask you this. What's going down the rabbit hole?
Oh, no.
So is there any conspiracy theory out there that you actually believe or that you've had that you thought there's no way, but then after a while you've actually come about some type of either research or just something that made you change your mind about it? Anything at all?
Yeah, well, one of the greatest ones was JFK, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So at first, I mean, hearing about it in school and stuff, and then you hearing about it that, no, there was other people involved because you don't really want to believe it. I mean, I'm sure there's others, but that's the one that sticks out of my mind, and it's like, nah, this dude really got executed,
Yeah.
That's what I believe, no matter, and I don't believe it was that guy they said it was,
No. They're showing, it's funny, you're talking about JFK, they're showing some other all of a sudden, and this is where I think it's kind of funny with some of the conspiracy theorists. There's another view where they show that the driver's the one that actually shot.
Yeah.
Have you seen that?
I actually read some of the book. Like there was a conspiracy guy. Was it Cooper? Where he said that the passenger shot him.
Yeah, the driver.
The front passenger.
Oh, the front passenger. Okay.
Yeah, turned around and shot him this way. And that's why his head went back. But I don't know. But that was one of those conspiracy books that in the early 90s they didn't want you to read. And when I got out the military, I
started reading.
I started reading it. A lot of that stuff was over my head because he was talking about aliens and it was crazy. He would put his phone number in the book, and he was from Arizona, and I remember dialing that number. Sure enough, someone did pick up.
No shit.
I fucking can't. I hung up.
You got scared?
Yeah, I don't know what to ask that guy. I was just making sure. I was skimming through the book. Yeah, it's called "Behold the Pale Horse" or something like that.
Okay. Oh shit, that's like a biblical phrase, ain't it? The pale horse, because death rides on his back.
Yeah, and he was a naval officer, intelligence officer, and he was in the Navy when JFK got assassinated, and he said he was in the middle of the ocean, of course, in the Navy, and then he started getting a bunch of facts or like confidential stuff that right when that happened, really? There was a lot of activity going on and shit like that.
It's almost scary to fucking
I mean, if
you
don't agree with what you're doing, I mean, there's an easy way to get rid of you.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
And have this dude, someone that, take the downfall or set him up thinking, I don't know, man. I mean, there was definitely a lot of people involved in that shit.
Yeah.
So, and that's pretty sad when you think about it. But that's one that sticks up in my mind. I mean, there's a lot of things that do happen that they'll say. It's just, they're just covering this up. And, like the whole Gulf War, and they ain't the real reason why we went over there. And,
the weapons of mass destruction.
Yeah.
WMDs.
WMDs. And that was never found. But, I mean... I don't know. I mean, do I believe some people need to get their ass kicked and you got to look for an excuse? Yeah, I do. I'm one to believe that. Like, you know what? Just like in grade school, like I gotta kick this dude's ass, but he hasn't done anything to me.
Right.
And then they'll say, well, he said he was talking about your mom. Oh, that's all you got to say.
That's good enough.
He said a mom joke, and I got offended. I got offended. So now we got to fight.
Right. So now you got a reason.
I think something like that, that's how the world works. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But you got to justify to the masses of why you did something so that way you don't look guilty.
And sometimes you just got to fuck people up. I mean, unfortunately, it's just what happens. I mean, to check anybody, to be a superpower and be like, hey, you forgot who I am. Let me just fucking steal on this country real quick. And then, just jab them and remind them, hey.
Put everybody on.
Yeah, you have my money, bitch? Bam! And then, you know what I mean?
Give me my money.
But it's scary because that's going to happen to us one day.
You think it's sooner rather than later?
It's looking like that, and that's scary.
Who do you think is going to be the one?
China.
Well,
China.
China. So Rogan a few weeks ago had some dude who's
I know who's not going to be Russia.
No,
go ahead.
No, they had some kind of econo specialist dude who does studies about the way the countries work, their money wise and all that, and they say that China is actually fucking falling apart right now.
Probably
because one of the things is that the main dude, I can't remember the guy's name, Xing Chang, I can't remember his name. Yeah, I think
you just came up with that name.
No. I think it's Xing. I think that's right, dude. Watch. I think I have a higher.
You can show me the name. I still won't know how to say it. I'm just saying.
Probability of being right than wrong.
I'll believe you. If there's a Z in there, I'll believe you. Because I don't know how to pronounce that shit. I can barely read English.
Oh, shit.
And
I'm telling you. Z. Hold on. Current president of China, Xi Jinping.
Okay.
There you go. Right. That was close.
Yeah. It's just
anywho. So that dude, when they ever came out with that fucking with that mandate of you can only have one child or whatever, and a lot of them, when you have if it's preferably a boy, and if it's have more than one girl, they try to
control the population.
Yeah, so they not only exterminate or send the eradicate that, or they get them out of there. So they're saying because of that that it's at the point now where they're not populated the way they should have to continue to be the next superpower. And then the fact that the people that we have nowadays, that they've been so the kids that they have nowadays, or the new line of adults don't have
the
any
new line.
Yeah, the new line of adults. So the next one's up.
Yeah, new edition.
They don't have. They relied so much on certain traditions that they never kept up with the times, that they actually, technologically wise, are falling behind, because the new guys don't know how to use or don't know much of the shit that the old school dudes were working on and inventing. So they were just like riding their coattails instead of actually learning it. So that's why a lot of the shit hasn't been coming out again.
Because they weren't keeping up with the times.
No, because they were like, oh, well, I'm going to ride daddy's coattails and I'm good. And then these dudes, instead of worried about...
and then you have another thing where they were talking about the TikTok and their version of what they show their people is educational compared to...
Yeah, because they actually even like control what you see on the internets. Like, say if you go
not free. Freedom's good, dude.
No, yeah. So say like for us, right, where when we had our internet site, the wordsonfire.com or whatever, if you were to bring it up over there after they vetted it, you know, they would only include certain things that would go towards what they were pushing, right, their agenda. So out of our 1,000 posts, you probably see like 6.
I would believe that, yeah, because they're
more controlled, more
they're sheltering them. I mean, like a kid, when you shelter them, you don't even know you don't let them experience things, or
right.
Hey, cover your eyes, and then when they see some shit, they're just fucking all jacked up. It rocks the world, but you make it normal. Hey, this is the fucked up world we live in, and this is what they show on TV. You know what I'm saying? Like, it kind of makes sense. Like, they don't know how to fucking react to real world problems. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So they're saying that
or
those
fend
dudes,
for themselves.
So they say that China's really on its. Like, I mean, even the dude, I can't remember the guy's name for the life of me off the top of my head. He had said that China within 10 years is going to be on the brink of turning into like a third world country.
Then who's Japan?
See, because if I remember correctly,
it's got to be one of them Asian. Asian.
There you go.
Asian countries. I mean, because they seem like they got their shit together. You know,
the country of the suburb of the Wu-Tang province.
Yeah, I mean, they have a lot of secret weapons.
They got 36 chambers.
Yeah, they got secretive books. They got shit. The way they write, you can't read it. Right. They got secret coding.
You can't read it.
I'm bullshit.
You'll get us in trouble.
I know, my bad, but no, I got love for them. But
I got love for them.
Oh, absolutely, they're fucking smart.
There you go.
Dems and thems.
Dems and thems.
I know. There I go, sounding all stupid.
Dems and thems is really
stupid
smart.
American. But then who could it be? Then that's what I was thinking. And then
I thought China had most of our debt, right?
Yeah, that's what they were talking about. Yeah. Like, nobody sweats. Like, when we were growing up. I'll put you in my era because we're kind of like around the same era.
Give or take.
Yeah, give or take a couple years. But Russia was the next motherfuckers, right?
Yeah.
That we were scared.
Yeah,
we were scared of them. And then just like a couple years ago, or maybe like about 10, 15 years ago, they're not as tough.
Apart.
Yeah, they fell apart, and I didn't really believe that until now.
Yeah.
They can't kick their neighbor's ass. That's not that you want them to, but I'm just saying that they're not as tough as we used to think they were, right?
Is that shit still going on? That's still
I heard it is. They're getting their asses handed to them. Thankfully, yeah, that's good.
Yeah, because it's.
And I hope they kick their ass. But I mean, who? Then who? It's not going to be us.
It's going to be Canada.
You see us?
It'll be Canada.
We're really fucked up.
Yeah, we fuck each other over.
Yeah.
Like, we don't.
Now, I wouldn't live anywhere else. I love my country, and you know, but yeah, we're fucking it up for sure.
Right.
At least for our kids.
Yeah. That's what I worry about.
I think we could still keep it together until we die, but our barely. Yeah, but
I don't know, man. This new wokeness on Instagram and TikTok.
Well, yeah.
I mean, they've been trying to work. They're going to put up a bill to ban TikTok in the U.S. It's coming up. I think they said within the next session. So that's what the next 3 months or something like that.
Then we're going to we're turning into China or what? Like where we get controlled or what?
Well, no. Well, they say it's because they say that TikTok is owned by the Chinese and they get all your information and they.
There we go.
Know all your.
That's what I'm saying. Those guys. Yeah, are going to rule the world if they're not already.
They're going to be the world snitch, is what it's going to be.
Yeah, I mean. What I saw today that Trump was saying that he wanted to get rid of the genders. Like he was saying, he goes, "We're only going to recognize male and female." You know,
but get rid of them. What do you mean, like exterminate?
No, not exterminate. Like just the words itself.
To get rid of them, like on.
I don't know. He was talking about. He goes that the government's going to outlaw or outban the other gender words that not the people, just and we're only going to recognize male and female. That's going to be determined at birth, whether you could pee standing up or you have to sit down.
That he just keeps flowing off more and more off the fucking hinge, dude.
Who?
Donald Trump. He's just at the point.
Keeps flying out.
He's just at the point where he
has been.
No, he's just at the point now where he's just trying to. I don't know if it's just for shock reasons or.
I think a lot of his stuff was for shock reasons, though, man. I mean, I really do. I think so. And I
mean, he can't really believe half the shit he says.
No. I'm just saying the way he worded things, and it would just people were like, "Well, that's not really what he meant."
Yeah. No, I mean, because a lot of it, it's because he's not a smart speaker, dude. I'm just saying, I don't mean to get on the rant. Like, I just saw that today, and and they were like, "Well, how do you feel about it?" And I was like, I don't know how I feel about it. I mean, I might be the wrong person to ask. I mean, because it makes sense to me. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, you could feel however you want to feel, but like how I was brought up. There was a female or a male, you know what I'm saying? Unless it was you hermaphrodite or whatever, but you have to choose one, right? Yeah, I think it goes.
And sometimes they would choose the wrong one, right?
Well, when there are hermaphrodites, I think the way generally they would do it is whichever
was bigger
trait, whichever trait, whether it be male or female, was more displayed. That's what physically displayed. That's what you're going to be as. So if you're a Hermie who had like a fucking 1-inch penis. And everything else looked more female, well, then you're a fucking female. You know what I mean? I think that's generally the way they did it.
Well, there's motherfuckers walking around that have dicks that look like females. And, you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, there's some girls that pee. They have the dick holes in their underwear. They got.
I'm just saying. It's just. I don't know. I mean, I don't think you could. How would you even determine that now? Would someone? I would hate to go through that. Like, not me. I'm just saying to make that choice because you're fucked either way. Because now you're assuming someone's
right.
I don't know. I don't know. It's just a slippery slope.
Yeah. So talking about crazy shits and crazy bills, there's another bill that Massachusetts is actually trying to propose a new bill which is going to allow prisoners to exchange organs and bone marrow donations for reduced prison times.
Fuck yeah,
we're at that point. Like any fucking movie that we had seen before, that we're like, oh, there's no fucking way. That way is fucking coming, yo. That way.
Well, yeah, they were talking about
coming. God.
Wasn't there like something that they were talking about where they're gonna slave them out and shit, like prisoners?
Oh, they've been slaving them out. But that was one of the knocks on Kamala, is that she would the the prisoners in California, I guess. So the prisoners in California were in charge of cleaning the roads and all that shit. So she would, when somebody was gonna be, their time was gonna be up, like within like the last week or 2 weeks or whatever it was, she would find a way to fucking extend their sentence for another either year or two.
Oh, for the highway?
Yeah, so that way they could finish whatever project they got.
I mean, that makes sense. I mean, you don't want
to... when you want to fucking... not when you're on your way fucking out.
No. But, I mean, you don't want to clean the roads and don't get in trouble. Yeah. You know what I mean? But
yeah, but I mean, you're already in there, so you're already paying your debt, and now all of a sudden, like, oh, well, we found this now. I was like, dude,
well,
it's Kamala. Yeah. That was one of her big things.
Why, are you against prisoners cleaning the roadside?
As far as if say, for example, I would put it in my thought, if I was sentenced to 3 years and I'm gonna give up and I'm gonna be about to be out, regardless of what I got to do, right? Cleaning roads, picking up dog shit, whatever. You're paying your debt. Mm-hmm. If my debt's about to be paid and somebody's like, "Hey, well, we still need some more roads to be worked on.
Yeah, that's right.
We're gonna extend you." Like, well, for what? What the fuck did I do? Well, it's just because you
looked at me. Right?
Yeah,
that's fucked up.
That's what I'm against.
No. Now, I'm against that.
Now, if they're going to do some shit like that, I mean,
But what if you're in the middle of your fucking sentence and they want you to fucking clean? They're going to make you clean some roads. Are you totally cool?
No, it is what it is.
You could wear some pink coveralls like they used to do in Arizona.
Yeah.
And, you know what I mean? I don't.
No, I mean,
I don't really care. Everybody's wearing pink in there anyways. I don't care. You know what I mean?
It is what it is. But when they're going to extend you at the end of your sentence for not doing nothing, that's the fucking issue that I got.
That makes sense. That makes sense. Yes, I'd be pissed off too if I'm getting out in 2 weeks and guess what? You gotta stay another 6 months. Well,
right?
Yeah, I'd be pissed.
Yeah. So what do you think about this new fucking bill for these prisoners to be reduce their time? According to the bill, it offers inmates with a minimum reduction of 60 days and a maximum of 1 year in exchange for their donation.
Okay, but I can imagine what's 1 year. I mean, I would.
That's a long
an arm or
I don't know. That is so. Yeah. What do you like? What's a liver worth or what's a kidney?
I mean,
is that 6 weeks?
Because I'll give one up to minimize to get out for.
So then,
for 1 year, I'll give a liver up.
I'm curious. I'm curious as to
a liver.
like you have fucking 7. Yeah. Right? I'll give half.
I'll give my roommate's liver up. Well, what else you need? You need an arm? I'll get you one right now.
He's got 2.
But it has to be your personal one, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You can't just fucking stumble on a fucking kidney or something.
So I wonder what the requirements are like. Is it somebody who's in there for what charges? I mean, if it's somebody who's...
Imagine Jeffrey Dahmer going to court and be like, what do I got? All right, I got a liver here. What else? How much time do I got? Dude, he'd fucking bail out right there, bro.
He'd have extra.
How much is his dick worth?
Right.
This motherfucker right here.
He's like, I'm going to put this shit on loan just in case when you got your pop again.
Anybody got an extra eyeball?
I got 4.
Yeah,
what color?
You want them the same color?
What color you want? You want one with lazy eye?
Yeah, that motherfucker would bail out in court.
In court, right? Yeah. So I got that shit.
Man, you're one leg short, man. You got to do a week in jail. That's fucked up.
So yeah, I wonder like what sentence is it going to be? Something like this dude's been in there for slanging dope. This dude DWIs. Like what sentence? And then not only that, would you as a person feel comfortable? Say you need a fucking lung, right?
Uh-huh.
And they're like, you know what? Well, I got this guy who's a serial rapist who we're going to give his lung to you. Like, would you feel comfortable taking some rapist's lung?
I don't, fuck, if I need a lung?
Yeah.
I think at that point I wouldn't give a fuck. I don't want to know.
Oh.
You know, I'm sure.
What are they going to implant the rapist's penis in you?
Fuck, it's been broken in.
Oh, fuck.
You know that motherfucker works, right?
Oh, shit.
I mean, no.
Oh, fuck. And that was the moment we got canceled.
It's on my... It's a joke, man. But I wouldn't want anybody to be... fuck. What do I want someone else's penis?
You don't want to use dick?
No. Man, no.
Why?
Well, it doesn't matter whose dick, because I think it give you a priest's dick and it's still used. You know
that's been used. That's been heavily used.
So you don't know, man. I mean,
are you trying to see
I mean, at that point, if you're looking for one,
Are you looking at body counts at that point?
yeah. But I mean, if you're looking for someone's dick, man.
What?
If you're looking to get someone, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To get
If
you need a dick,
Yeah.
because you lost yours for a freak
Whatever
accident,
reason.
whatever it fucking happened. At that point, I don't give a fuck whose it is. I guess. I mean,
Really?
fuck, yeah. Just has to be average. You know what I'm saying?
I gotta
I mean,
see what I'm working with first. If it ain't gonna be worth the
yeah.
fucking,
I mean,
if it ain't worth the hurt, if it ain't worth the squirt, I'm putting it to use.
no, I won't say it. Never
Say
mind.
it. You can't start. This
Nope.
is not the show where you can say like, "Oh, I can't say that." Hit
I
it.
forgot.
Hit it. Don't be don't be that guy.
No, but there's like a certain region that you'd want your penis from, you know what I'm saying? Or you do not want it from, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, you gotta be a white dude. I only prefer the darker of colors.
I'll take a darker color one. But if you... but I mean, where would you not want your penis to be from if you had to choose? What region of the world?
Oh, fuck, not China.
That's what I was...
Zigzag.
I mean, based on the porn that I've seen...
Based on the
Yeah.
facts that have been presented to me,
Yeah, I mean,
documented.
they all have
You can't
bu-
go off of a fucking porn though.
Well,
'cause
they all have bushes. I guess they're... in there.
Yeah, that's in there somewhere. But you can't go off of porn.
Well,
majority
if
of
the
them.
hair is longer than your penis, you don't want that. You know what I'm saying? Your pubic hair.
Yeah, well, that's a lot of pubic hair though.
And I've seen in that area, in that region.
That region.
Stupid.
You don't want talking about fucking Chinese bushes and shit. Fucking
No,
bonsai.
I'm just saying. No, I'm not saying they all do.
Bonsai
I'm not
trees.
saying.
But
But the ones that I've seen, like I scroll through them, you know, when you're going through the categories,
I
and like,
scroll
yeah,
through 'em.
you know, when you
Aren't
have that
those-
search, you have a certain taste for that day. You know what I'm saying? Where you're
Oh.
like, man, I want to see a big booty.
so what is
Oh, you know
it?
what I mean?
Is it since you seem like a savant of porn into?
Well, I started getting into it again.
Really?
Yeah, like I gave up on it for a while.
What's your go-to site?
I would say like,
Or you go old school to Pornhub?
is that old school?
Yeah.
Wow, that's pretty new school for me.
Oh shit.
See, that's how long I've been out of the game. But that's my go-to.
Uh-huh.
You know, or YouPorn.
Okay.
I always end up like Bang Bros. like I
Somehow you always get redirected.
yeah, because I guess I like.
Because Google remembers shit, dog.
No, I go private.
That shit don't matter. That don't fucking care.
Yeah, I do. I clear my cookies. I do it all, man. You know what I mean? It's like there's a
Not if you
whole
end
process.
Not if you keep on ending up at Bang Bros, bro. There's
No,
reason.
not that I always end up there. It's just, yeah, I guess so. Because when I look and I'm like, you know, you see the models that you like, it ends up being the
same.
I guess Bang Bros gets all the fine chicks that I like. I don't know. I just
Oh shit! I don't even know how we started talking about porn.
I don't know.
No, but what are the? So it's either. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. It's either Korean or Japanese or Chinese. What of those porns are always blurred out? Are blurred? They blur out the.
Yeah, I don't
Is
know
it
which
the
one it
females?
is. That's
Is
the
it-
one I'm talking about. Where it's like
they blur out the male or the female part. The female, right?
I don't know. I don't really, because it's blurred out and then it's really loud
Yeah.
and it's like the females have a real like a little girl's voice and it kind of fucks it up for you. You know what I'm saying? And I just
Oh, I've never heard of porn. I've seen them. I just don't.
no,
hear them.
I see. That's
gotta-
one
you gotta
thing.
have
That's
the
one
house.
thing I could do now. I can watch porn. And I can hear it now. You know what I'm saying? Because I have my own place.
I
so
didn't even know they spoke.
yeah, it's
Really?
fucking changes the whole thing, man. There's
Changes
like
the
a
whole
whole
experience?
yeah. It has a whole plot. Like now, before I would look at for the shortest bit. Now it's like I'm looking more. I'll watch like 15-minute videos. You know what I'm saying? Before it was like 3.5 minutes
for what you're going
Yeah,
for,
or
yeah.
maybe 2 on the tops.
Right.
I just say, oh, okay, this is what's going to happen. Now I'll click. I'll be like, oh, okay. I won't go past 13, 15 minutes.
Oh, so there's a time. So
Yeah, they'll tell you, and you could scroll and be like, okay, and you preview it, right? It will start moving. And then I'm like, I think I would like that, because sometimes they'll do the
Those
okey doke
two.
on you where it'll just be like
bait and switch.
yeah, and then you click on it and it's like there's like a Godzilla come out. You know what I'm saying? Like, but
That's not what I wanted.
yeah, no, and it's like, oh, okay, well this one, the picture looks good.
Yeah.
So
You got.
and I'm like, okay, so this girl is that
legit.
Yeah, legit.
This is her.
Yeah, because and then they'll have the fine girl, and then all of a sudden they'll do like
they do a switcheroo, the old rope a dope.
you'll have a Lizzo or some shit. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not that. I'm sorry. No, not
Oh
Lizzo.
shit!
I'm just
fuck.
something like that. If you like, I don't know.
Wow, Lizzo. No, you said Lizzo. We'll go with Lizzo.
No, I'm saying if you're into that, that's cool. I'm just not a Lizzo type
You're-
kind of guy.
Yeah, I'm
more of like a Beyonce,
He's just
Rihanna.
Yeah, there's a weight limit you're at. You like?
No, I don't discriminate against weight. I'm just saying that's not
just
what
not
I'm
a
into.
Lizzo. Just not a Lizzo.
Yeah, it's just you can't look your weight.
So like, you can't look your weight. Oh shit!
I don't care how much you weigh.
Yeah, you just
I
can't
just don't
look
want you
at
to
it.
look that weight.
Yeah. Okay. You just gotta
You know what I'm
carry it
saying?
right.
Yeah,
You gotta carry it right.
there's some heavy people out there that carry the
Yes.
weight really well.
That's why I'm one of them.
Yeah, me, I don't. I carry it in my chin, and I carry it in my stomach. I don't carry weight. Well,
Yeah. No. And you know what's funny, dude, about that is that guys. There's a lot of guys, right, that are like about.
My bad. I didn't mean to say Lizzo.
I'm not into. What people would say fat girls or.
You
fat
can't say
this,
fat
right?
though.
Right, but. If you think about it,
Heavy.
No. So, but in essence, whatever it comes down to,
Chunky,
fat, right?
Yeah.
is what it comes down
not
to.
skinny.
No, yeah. So either way you could say thick or whatever, red bone. At the end of the day, you're looking at fat. Is what it comes down to. But the part that we're looking at is the breast, which is all fat, and then the fucking ass, which majority is, if not muscle, it's turned in there with fat.
Well, we're looking at proportioned fat.
Okay, proportioned. Okay,
Right? Yeah.
Yeah,
That makes
and-
sense. Yeah.
yeah,
I like fat girls, but like in certain portions of their body.
the fatness in certain areas.
Yeah,
not in-
yeah. Like not throughout
Not
the whole
in-
thing.
yeah.
But I'm not against fat.
However, just
You
not
like
your-
it in certain
not your
areas.
take,
You know what I'm
yes.
saying?
Yes, it's accepted in certain spot.
I could say, I'm not against fat.
So are you the kind of guy that when you start watching a certain porn, you're like, so now that you're able to have the sound played into it, like, do you
Yeah.
actually pay attention to the story? And I was like, oh wait, this is getting good. And try to fast forward the actual fucking and get to the heart of the story.
Well, there's this one, like,
Which one?
well, I mean, yeah, I do. Like, of course, like I said, it defaults and it takes me to
Bang Bros?
Yeah, Bang
Okay.
Bros, which is Bang Bus, and
Okay.
and then how they con this girl to come in or whatever, and she never knows what's going on.
That's not
No,
right. Real,
I know. And then I fake taxi, like like they're like they always forget their wallet and they
Yeah.
gotta
They
smash
gotta
their
pay a
way out of
different
it.
way
Yeah,
out.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll listen to that. I already know what's gonna happen. It's just fucking like foreplay or whatever. You know what I mean? It's like this is why I'm trying to finish up my drink before.
Right,
it gets
right, 'cause you
where
don't
I
wanna-
start having the walk of shame in my apartment and just be like, why did I do that?
But you're alone in your own apartment now.
Yeah.
Do you find yourself going back to the same spot to bust one out, or do you just like walking on the way everywhere, just fucking like on the phone, just walking around, just fucking busting on the walls?
No,
and
because you
shit?
got windows and shit. You got to be discreet. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying? And then
fuck.
it's like you don't want nobody walking in on you. You know,
So
what
you
I'm
got to
saying?
be a showman.
Yeah, because
Do handstands.
my brother has one of my keys. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want him to be walking around. That would fuck me all up. You know what I'm saying?
Fuck you up. What do you think? How do you think he is gonna
No,
feel?
I've caught him before
How
when
do
we
you
were
think he gonna feel? You'll see you walking around.
man. When we were kids, man, I'd wake up and I'm supposed to be taking a nap or whatever, and I hear like someone's in the crib, but
Yeah.
with the TV turned down, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Walk in, I'm like, dude, what the fuck? Oh yeah, hey man, you ain't get. What do you say? I just
what-
keep it moving.
you
You know what I'm
got?
saying? Like, dude, why in the living room? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
yeah, and then like where you accidentally like when you come home and then you back when DVDs or VCRs, and you would press play, like thought you had Freddy Krueger in there, and then shit, there's a porn in there. I was like, that shit just went down, right? So you start like putting it together. Did it go down right here, where I'm sitting at?
You start looking around.
That's the clear view, right? You sit at the best where you can
angle.
see, and then you would actually sit in an angle where you could see the doors. You know, okay, I could hear the
You gotta
garage
see
door.
what's going on.
Yeah, see, am I seeing the little fucking,
The doorknob.
or, you know what I mean? So most likely that's the first spot you sit in, right? So you could see the whole.
That's the point of impact.
Yeah, so I'm like, it just went down. You know what I'm saying? So, growing up with brothers, that's what the fuck was going on.
How the fuck are you gonna be a 14-year-old turn to like a crime scene specialist, CSI specialist?
Dude, I had 3 brothers, bro, and there was a lot of beating going in. And I know because I've done.
Let me get the black light.
Yeah, and you don't want to do that. It'll look like you look like the planetarium in this motherfucker, dude. There'll be stars everywhere.
Random shit everywhere.
Yeah, it'll be like Milky Ways all over. You'll see all kinds of Haley comets all over the place. My poor mom, dude. I bet she's dealing with us, man. And we were fucking. And we were horn dogs, dude. We were horn dogs, dude.
Yeah, we're horn dogs.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. So have you ever gotten it so into actually like what's going on that you're like, oh, fuck the fucking, let me see how this.
No, yeah, because it gets stupid because they'll take it, they'll keep talking. I'm like, dude, you already know what's gonna happen. So this is what you're gonna do, right? Or they'll have play like a spin the bottle shit, right? You already know. It's like, okay, now just lick her arm, and it's like, dude, you already know. Just get to the.
Get the squirt.
Yeah, I want to get the feel of the movie sometimes. I'm not saying all the time. If I'm crunched for time, then you know what I mean. But
if I'm pressed,
we're talking about that. I fucking woke up and I can't sleep. I'm gonna watch me a little flick. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'll watch it. I'm not gonna wake up in the middle of the night and just be like, well, I'm gonna. No, I need to wake up and see what's going on, feel the vibe.
Yeah. Make sure
and be like, oh man, the moment. She got in the van again, and I'm like, damn.
No, mama, no.
She forgot her wallet again. This girl is fucking
zero luck.
Yeah. She's
zero luck.
Amnesia, no short-term memory. Everywhere she goes, she needs to fuck her way out of it. You know what I'm saying? It's like she has no money.
She has no life skills.
No life skills. She falls for, hey, I need a ride. She's always walking. It's always the same chick. You know what I'm saying?
She always always down on her luck.
Yeah, and then
can't afford it.
Yeah, her stepdad is always doing stuff to her and shit. And
oh shit. That's the worst one. Is that so?
Or the good ones are the stepmoms, or the stepmoms. Like they smash the son, the 30-year-old son that's still living at home that wants meatloaf and shit.
I remember I had seen one where I don't even know what it was. It was all kinds of incest. The dad was fucking the daughter. The daughter,
dude, isn't that disgusting?
Was fucking
but
bumping
awesome.
the brother. The brother was fucking the mom, but the mom and dad were never fucking.
It's kind of like watching wrestling. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like watching wrestling. It's fake. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they're really fucking each other up.
I mean, they're really not. They're really not related.
They're really not. It's a storyline.
However,
yeah, it's sports entertainment. Yeah. Is what it is.
Yeah, it was one point where this girl was.
They should put a disclaimer on this motherfucker in the beginning.
The girl had gotten mad at her dad or some shit, so he made the dad like nut in her hand, and then she goes to her mom, and the mom's like, "You fucking whore." She's like, "Ugh," and she slaps like the nut in the mom's mouth.
Oh no!
She's like, "Do you know whose that is?" And she's like, "Oh, Brian, no."
Daddy? Is that you?
I was like, what the fuck is this?
Oh my gosh!
And that's the shit that has fucking Mississippi the way it is right now.
Well, then you know what? It's probably true,
Alabama
bro.
Roll Tide.
That probably wasn't even fake actors. That shit was really going on.
Yeah. I didn't know. I was watching.
Well, I guess if you got to set the scene, you know,
watching a documentary the whole time.
Okay, it'd be believable if they're like going down a dirt road, and it was like
in the back.
a fucking shack or like a trailer, and it's like,
shit made out of sheet
okay,
metal.
all right. Now this is getting real.
This is realistic.
This is real shit.
This is real.
This is a documentary. It's not porn. It's a documentary.
It's based on true
events.
Names were changed to protect the innocent.
Yeah, some Texas Chainsaw Massacre type shit. You know what I'm saying? And all of them can't be pretty. They shouldn't have all their teeth.
No.
You know?
There's got to be some.
I'll be like, hey, you got to pluck one of them teeth.
Somebody's got to be
out.
showing gum.
Yeah.
Somebody's got to be showing.
You want to
gum.
join this? We're gonna go realistic. Give me one of them teeth.
Shit. That. Oh fuck me, dude! I can't.
How did we even start talking about
You
this bullshit?
you started talking about some. I was talking about Xing Chang, and fucking you went into. Somehow we went into fucking. Why watch porn with the volume on now?
No, I do though. That I'm just trying to let you know. It's like it's cool, man.
Shit! It doesn't get in the way of.
No, I don't do the fast forward to the good parts anymore. It's like.
You're gonna let it play out.
I'll let it play out. Like it depends on the time or day. Like if it's in the morning, before work or whatever. Yeah, I'm gonna watch the condensed version of it. But after work,
you're gonna go back and see what you missed.
No, I'll click on one that's a little bit longer because it'll tell you.
We recommend
because
if you like this one.
No, you know why? It does recommend, but your certain shit, right? So they'll tell you this porn star, and they'll have a hyperlink. I guess to that porn star, and I'll be like, I'll click on that, and that's when it comes out that she's on Mofos and
do you have a go-to porn star?
No, I like
no favorites.
I go through different shit. Like I like a lot of amateur shit sometimes.
Okay.
And then I'll like your porn stars. Like you could look at. When you could click on them, you can see the top 10 stars that you like, right? Well, that's trending.
Okay.
And you could be like, okay, well, I'm really into blondes. I'm not. Mm-hmm. So you could go and be like, well, this one looks kind of like a girl next door type shit. You know, like I usually go towards that. I like tattoos and shit.
I can see here at the pizzeria. I can see
it's something that could really happen. I mean, you have your. Was it Bonnie Rotten and that girl that married Jesse James? She was crazy. She had like
Sandra Bullock.
No, he married a porn star.
No,
but
good for
not
him.
A porn star, dude. This girl,
just crazy.
You got to watch her shit, man. It's like, dude, everybody was running up in it at the same time, like type shit, and like she was hardcore, like the hardcore wrestling type, and I'm like, dude, he married that. He wifed her. She's pretty. But
there's no amount of pretty.
I just couldn't. I don't know if I could get past that because there's certain things you could do, but holy fuck, you need to watch her shit, man. Like I'm just like, dude, he
tasted somebody.
Dude,
at one point he had to taste somebody.
He just don't give a fuck. He's just in love. You know what I'm saying? That's like love. I know he loves her, bro, because
of the shit that he's seen.
No, dude, that everybody's seen and everybody's done. But she's banging. She's fine. She's fine. But if you Google her, Google
her, look her on the internet.
If you look her up on the internet, Bonnie Rotten.
Fuck, even the name sounds.
Yeah, dude.
Wow.
She's the type of girl that has like tear, like she always had the mascara coming down, like always tearing up. That'll let you know.
Oh shit! Is it Rotten or Rottenberg?
No, Rotten.
Rotten.
Yeah. Bonnie Rotten.
Let me see here. Yep, she's tatted.
Yep.
All right, that's your style.
No. I'm saying is.
Yeah,
I follow him on Instagram, right? Mm-hmm. And I guess they were having some marriage problems, right?
Imagine that.
And no, it was no surprise. So
imagine that.
So he starts putting all his biz. I always knew who she was, but I didn't know he was married to her.
Yeah.
And then I was like, yo. So I started looking her up, and I'm like, whoa. I mean, it's like hardcore shit. Like, there's never no. It's like it'll just be like some.
No is not
the most extreme shit that you could possibly think of. I'm sure she's done that shit.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
That's a Tuesday. That's a Tuesday for this.
And now I guess she's a reformed lady now, and
she grew up.
But it's just guy. I don't know, man. I mean, I can date a stripper. I don't have a problem with that. I'm just saying, but it was just some shit is just
You can't see.
a little, because I'm like, it'll start fucking with me mentally, probably.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
that's why I can't see my girl take a shit. Because
that's all.
think about it. If she make that face when she trying to pop one out, and then you in the middle of fucking, and she make that same face like, she about a dookie on me.
Yeah,
she about a dookie all over my shit.
No, I don't get into that either.
I can't see the piss. Like I have to have the door closed.
Well, luckily I've never encountered that in any.
No, I make sure that I was like, yo, if you
where I accidentally walked in, and I mean, I've accidentally walked in when they were pissing, but not when they're blowing it up. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, they got to go to the 7-Eleven for that shit. Like, if you old shit,
like I tell you, like, I've never even my ex, never nothing. I didn't even think they'd even gone to the bathroom. I was like, where does all this shit go? Because I know when I go,
it just evaporates.
Everybody knows when I go. You know what I'm saying?
That dog will be running in circles and shit, trying to get that smell out.
No, I don't. You know, when you're like, when you're first dating, you're like, okay, I can't wait till I get home because I gotta
blow it up.
Yeah. You know, you're comfortable when you're like, hey, which bathroom do I use? That one or that one?
Which one do you not want to see?
Yeah, which one? Which one has the window?
Which one do you not prefer?
That one. Which one do you not use? Yeah. I'm gonna go that one. You don't give a fuck about this toilet at all, right?
You go strip the paint off the walls, right?
You don't give a fuck of what happens here, right? All right.
A fucking murder scene. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. And so, remember, next week, we got the fucking Valentine's Day special. We have, so far, confirmed some old homies going to be coming through. Guaranteed you don't want to miss it. Guaranteed you don't want to miss it.
I guarantee.
It's going to be a lot of drinking.
Damn.
Things are going to get weird. I'm not wearing a wig this time, I think. I
didn't even plan to wear a wig last time.
We're like,
dude, I had to do apologies after that.
Yeah, you did. You did. So next week, come through. We'll post it on the IG. We're gonna give it to you. It's a pre-Super Bowl, pre-Valentine's Day special.
Well, I like to look at it as a pre-Valentine's. Like a Super Bowl, I don't really give a fuck because Eagles are gonna win, but
they might.
Well, we got to look at the conspiracy. Maybe
they might.
We'll see what the storyline is.
I'm telling you, so, just food for thought. Right now, the ref that's going to be reffing the Super Bowl, some dude by the name of Carl Chafers, he hates the Kansas City Chiefs. Look, right now, watch. I'm calling it now. Watch. Listen, I'm calling it now. I'm not saying that's going to decide the game. There's going to be a lot of questionable calls that this fucker's going to make.
It has nothing to do with Mahomes not being 100%. Nothing to do with that.
Oh, I'm sure that's going to have something to play with.
Okay,
but I'm just saying, just look at the calls. Some of the calls are going to be questionable.
What I'm hearing from you right now is an excuse.
No.
Or doubting your team.
No, the fact that half of the team is fucking injured right now doesn't fucking help.
Or it has nothing to do with the Eagles just being a better squad than them right now.
I'm just saying, just in general, you're going to see that there's going to be a lot more calls, a lot more penalties on the Chiefs now than the Eagles. I'm just calling it now. Watch.
Well, I believe it because they're hurt. They're a little slow right now, right?
Yeah.
So they're going to have to hold a lot more.
Right, but
they're going to be questionable.
Yeah, so there's the last few games that guy and his crew have done. Everything's been going against the Chiefs, and it's
I understand why you would hate the Chiefs. I mean, I totally understand that. But
yeah, but I mean, it's even to the point where I think one of the announcers even said like, "Oh, this dude that doesn't like this fucking team." Like Romo said it in the game or some shit. Like you could tell this guy doesn't like that team.
Well, Romo.
So, just saying. I'm just saying. I'm not saying. I don't know if it's gonna have an outcome on the actual game.
Wasn't Romo catching some heat
Oh, for almost dropping the N-word?
Yeah. Do you think he was going to say that?
He was awfully close.
I don't know, man.
I don't know what he was trying to say.
Maybe he was trying to say
motherfuckers,
or, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like, hey, all these motherfuckers right here. Were on, maybe.
Motherfucker, but motherfuckers doesn't start with an N.
He didn't do an N, though,
yeah, he
did he? I don't give a fuck about Romo. I'm just saying.
No, I can't stand him. But it started.
Be fair.
It started with an N, and then he like... and then he fucking said some shit else.
Okay, I guess I got to hear a little bit.
I'll show it to you right now. But I'm just saying, keep an eye on that. Whatever happens in the game, happens in the game. It is what it is. But just look at the amount of penalties.
Can you go on a prediction? That way we can know, like...
Nah, I don't feel comfortable...
So you have a lot of doubt.
Just looking at that right there.
Yeah, you have a lot of doubt, though. I think he's playing it up, but that's just me.
It's because also half the team is fucking injured. Like all our receivers, our top 4 receivers are.
But you're not surprised if the Chiefs lose.
No.
Okay.
Not at all.
But what if the
Chiefs the Eagles have a good.
What if the Chiefs get their asses handed to them, like ugly style?
I mean, if it's they get their asses handed to them.
No, but I'm saying
it is what it is.
That you don't think it's going to be a close game?
Who knows with these Super Bowls, man? Like the last few years, usually historically, all the Super Bowls have been blowouts, with the exception of like the last. Last year was a close game. The year before that was a blowout.
But if you wanted
historically, it's been a blowout.
But if it was a conspiracy, say like wouldn't you always every year want the Super Bowl to be the best game possible?
Right, but so if it's going to be a conspiracy, then Mahomes should win it because he's going to be the new franchise face of the fucking NFL.
What's he? He looks like that clown. What's that? That kid's that
clown?
Bart Simpson clown.
Krusty?
Yeah, or is it not the clown?
Showman. Sideshow Bob.
Sideshow Bob.
Yeah, it's the hair.
Yeah,
it's the hair. Yeah, but I'm just saying, keep an eye on that. It's going to happen. Almost guaranteed. It's going to be some outlandish shit.
I don't know if it's going to predict this shit.
I don't know if it's going to have any
outcome
at the end of the game, but it's going to be like, come on.
But you still got a week. You'll think about it.
No, it's the same shit.
You're going to feel this way next Friday.
I'm just about the penalties. Yes, I'm calling it now. Just look back after we have this after the game. We'll talk about it again, and we'll see how right or wrong I am.
Yeah, you're gonna have to get a highlight reel.
I'll break it down for you.
Let's just slow it down.
Yeah. So remember, next week, follow us. Next week's will be again on Friday. The Valentine's special should be fucking wild. Follow us on the Instagram, YouTube.
I better Uber over here.
Spotify, Spotify, all those wherever you find podcasts. Like, subscribe, put your thumbs up. Don't cost you anything. It helps us out, helps put the word out on the Words on Fire. Till next time, don't be an asshole. Don't be a dick. Let's go Kansas City.
Oh,
Deuces.
Shit.